Hey y'all, it's Gord. It's Sunday morning and it is Porch Pondering, but I'm trying something different today. I'm not sure if I'll do it again, but I'm going from the porch and I'm going for a wander. We'll ponder while I wan. We'll ponder while we wander. Uh, Here we are. It's actually I'm overdressed for it, but I don't want to get sick. It's a 7-degree morning. It's nice outside. It's actually quite pretty. And this talk is oh, and I'm doing this because I don't feel well. And I'm hoping this helps. And I'll talk about that too. But first, this talk is brought to you by G.D. Sutton. Graham Downey Sutton, our guy with the troubles with his cancer, and I hope you're doing well. He says he just signed up with Aurora, and he said, why not Aurora? And I want to change it and just say, this is my LP talk. This is why not LP? People always ask me my opinion of different LPs. And I really have only a general feeling about LPs in the first place, and specifics about only a few, because I started with Tweed, then I went to Tilray, and I'm now with MedRelief. I've never split my prescription, and I see no reason to, and I'm going to tell you why. Why not Aurora? Well, I do agree they're an Alberta-based company, and if I wasn't already really, really married with this dispensary, they've done everything for me, and I've done as much as I can for them. But it's also just LPs, even, how do I put it? I don't blame the LPs for the position they have, or at least not all of them. I know that some of the LPs, like Aurora, petition the government, push hard. Oh, that sun's going to be hard to do that way. Push hard, walk backwards, and now it's in my eyes. How do we do this way? Some of the ones like Aurora do push hard to try and change the landscape that they're dealing in. But the biggest problem is most of them just deal with the government and buy into the fact that government weed is the way to go, and I'm against that. So why not Aurora? Why not anybody? I don't like LPs. I don't appreciate the way they're in the business. I don't appreciate the way the government's handling it. And so I deal strictly with LPs. With dispensaries. I am registered with an LP so that I can have the legal status of a card. Now, some people might say, yeah, but Gord, you have to have your label, and there's all those restrictive guidelines. Not really. Nobody's going to get arrested for having their medicine mislabeled or in a wrong bag. And if they are, attach it below, let me see what happened. But I've never heard of it. I've heard of them maybe getting it confiscated at an airport or something. But see, all I do is travel around town, and I make rosin out of almost everything I buy. So it would never stay in that same label again. That's why when regulations don't make sense, it's our duty to ignore them and deal with the stuff that does make sense. I believe in being lawful. I believe in trying to be legal. But when they make the landscape so difficult to traverse, you're going to stumble. And that's why I try to stay away from the LPs totally. I know what I've got. My stuff came from a dispensary. My label came from the LP. They're not the same, but most people would never know. And I do carry my labels and my card. I do think Aurora, from the research I've done, Graham, I do think Aurora is not a bad LP. I think they kind of work on the government saying, hey, most of our patients are asking for better stuff, better quality, better strength. They're asking for edibles, they're asking for concentrates. And the government is really slow to respond, and they're slow to push for it. So, I don't know. I'm up and down about them. I know that some work real well. I don't believe in Tweed and Tilray. They're just out for the money. I think some of the smaller ones are in it for the patient, but their hands are tied by the government. And some of them use the hands being tied as an excuse to do nothing except make money. So that's my LP talk. And why am I out walking instead of sitting? Let me put it this way, because this goes to you, she's ready to live. You asked about non-medical ways to treat your fibro. My fibro's been acting up real silly lately, getting me real dull cloud over my head, Fibro Fog, the last couple of days. And although the last 2 days before this one, I had beautiful sleep last night, I had horrible sleep, and I woke up sick and crying. And so, person walking by, hang on a sec. Yeah, so I woke up pretty sick. And me and the boys were talking about, I've been very busy the last 2 days. Running ragged, getting the Jeep ready for winter, and getting my boy off to birthday parties, and getting presents bought and food for the house, and cleaning up the kitchen. And I've just been really busy, and I've been overdoing it. So I thought I'd limber up my body, get myself tired early. My boy has a birthday party to go to at noon, and I may try to rest then. So that's why I'm doing this. I as I've said, walks tend to help my fibro. They tend to help loosen up my body and get me to feel better. And the fresh air outside can't beat that. So now I'm going to say goodbye to you guys. I'm going to do one more round the block, just for my own sanity. Speaking to myself, thinking to myself, for my sanity. That's what this is all about. So peace and cheers, friends, love and harmony. Have a happy Sunday, and don't stress about Monday. It'll come, it'll go. Another one will be around the corner. Ignore them. They go away. Peace.